Welcome back to another video. In the previous video, we learned about the shell scripting. Today we are going to start and learn about some of the process system calls such as wait, exit, and there are various system calls such as wait and exit. Also, there are multiple processes such as orphan process, parent process, child process. So, for example, orphan process. An orphan process is a process where parent has been finished. Suppose P1 and P2 are two processes, such that P1 is a parent process and P2 is the child process. Now, if P1 executes before the P2, then the P2 process becomes an orphan process. In the following program, and let's see the practical examples of these codes. So let's start. Open your text editor, include the standard library for C, create a main function, and here I have declared an exit function. Let's save it and try to run it. cd gcc lab.c, the name of the file that you have saved. As it is an exit function, it only exits the function. It has not any other responsibility or functionality other than that. So this was the exit function. Let's move to the other function. Next is waiting for the program. Let's try to save and run it. In the main function, you can create it main function. I have created a for that. This will check the parent PID and child PID and whether the process is waiting or not. As you all know that if the PID is equal to 0, that then the process will be child, and if the PID is greater than 0, then the process will be parent process. And in it I have declared a wait function, so that it will also check that if any process is waiting or not. Let's try to run it, clear the error. So it has been compiled. Let's see the output. So it is saying that there are two processes, parent process and child process, and the parent process is waiting in the first, and then the child it has been executed. Then the child process comes in and it is not waiting. The parent process has ID and the child process has been assigned with ID, and the both are executed properly. So in this, the parent process was waiting. So let's move further. This was the waiting function. The next example will be also related to the wait function. This will check the pass only for child process, and this program will check the pass for the processes such as parent and child process, and it will also check that whether they are waiting or not. Let's try to compile and run it. So the output is there here. In this case, the parent process with ID 2863 is waiting, and the child process comes in with ID 2864, that is not waiting. Then the parent process and the child PID is executed because they have been executed. This is a simple program. So the last example will be this. It is declaring the sleep function, and here we can see I have declared sleep function, and in this program it will check that whether the parent process or the child process is going to sleep or not. Let's try to run it. So the code was executing in the backend. So here it is. First the parent process comes in and it is executed. Then the child process is come. Child process goes to sleep while the parent process completes itself, and it is also an example of orphan process there, as the parent process has been executed and the child process has been left as a orphan process. So these were the 4 examples. Let's move towards some of the questions we can solve using system calls. It is write a program that takes 10 integers from the user and calls for function, and the parent process will print the first 6 values and the child process will print the remaining values on the screen. Let's try to run the code. I have declared an array of 10 and the user, I am taking input from the user side, that will scan the user input. After that I have declared for function, child process and parent process. In the child process will print the numbers from the 6th index till the last index, and the parent process will print the first 5 index numbers. Let's try to run it, and it will also check whether the process is waiting or not. Let's enter some random numbers. So the output is here. The parent process comes in and it is printing the numbers from 6th index to the last index. The child process is printing the numbers from 6th index till the last index, that is 8, 9, 10 and 9, and the first 5 index numbers are these, that is printed by the parent process, and it's also telling that the parent process is also waiting for the child process in this scenario. So you have learned about, in this video you learned about the process system calls and how it works. I hope you like this video. I'll meet you in the next video. Till then, keep learning, keep exploring. Have a good day. Bye.